I was in rock bottom, he was in rock bottom. We
Mm.
did not have anything. We said that, okay, you have a job, we'll do it. That's the attitude we always have been. This focus was very, very clear. We treat people the way in which I want to be treated because they know that we give them so much of respect, we give them their space. Then the ownership comes. Whenever they say Jayanti, it means trust.
This is the 50th episode of Dream 100 Show with Mrs. Jayanti Varma, founder of Retail Interface Pvt Limited. This episode holds a special place in our hearts as Dream 100 Show podcast celebrates its first year anniversary today. Welcome to Dream 100 Show, listener. I'm your host, Savita Hosamani. Each week, we interview today's most successful and inspiring business owners with winning teams who had the courage to chase their dreams in spite of all their challenges. Or we go on to explore one aspect of evolving business owners, cultivating their inner strengths for personal growth, which will impact business profits positively. Join us as we bring you everything that goes on in the minds of successful business owners during decision-making process and gain insights to make smarter decisions. In today's episode, we talk to Mrs. Jayanti Varma, who is the owner of Retail Interface Pvt Limited. She started off her business journey with her ex-colleague during the recession period when she was handed the pink slip. She chose to walk a different path by creating employment for herself and converted her existing situation into a full-fledged business model. Amazing, isn't it? With zero investment and the grit to earn, her business journey started off, and she and her business partner built the entire company with loyal clients locally and globally. Her business journey has a learning lesson for every entrepreneur at every step. So let's hear the winning team secrets from her right here, right now on Dream 100 Show. Let's get started. So welcome to Dream 100 Show, Mrs. Jayanti. It's truly an honor and pleasure to have you here on our show.
Thank you, Savita. It's pleasure. I'm looking forward to doing this with you. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Awesome. So we want to understand, how did you start off with your venture?
I used to be working with a management consultancy company, which I started my journey in Delhi in 88, and I moved to Bangalore. Till 2000, I was working with that company, and in 2001, I decided to move on with an American multinational. Unfortunately, that is the year there was a major recession which was happening, and the whole SAG division, they had to close down. So I was also part of the SAG division, and unfortunately, I was also given a pink slip. So the reason for starting this venture is, as I would say, that we were fired and something else got fired, in our head, that we started a new venture. Yeah. So the journey got fired, which the talent which was there inside, I guess it needed to start somewhere. And this was the right time and an opportunity. Probably if I would be working somewhere, maybe I would not have taken this decision. So one fire got ignited, one more fire, and my journey started. Yeah.
Awesome. So here I would like to understand, since you were working and you didn't have much exposure to any kind of entrepreneurial journey, right?
True. Yeah. Basically, wherever, I'm not sure, fortunately or unfortunately, I always had this ownership wherever I was working. I was a very proactive person, and I did lots to do business development in wherever I was working. Like in the Oyster corporate, when I was working also, I was in that role, like very proactively. I used to do a lot of work. When I moved to Bangalore also, all the corporates, I used to somehow get lots of business for the company. So I had this basic inherent knack of doing things on my own, very highly charged and motivated person. So, but I never gave it a thought that I want to do something on my own because I wasn't sure where to begin, because entrepreneur journey is not a very easy journey unless and until you have somebody who could be there with you. And one wasn't sure how the commercials would work, whether one has to put in money or where do we do it, or will I have some mentor to support me. Though I had the talent, but all this one were questions. So when this pink slip happened, it was a great opportunity for me to push myself, because you don't have anything, you're not losing anything,
Correct.
so you had to find something for yourself and you have to do something for your family. So that is when I said, let me try it out. Why not? There is some talent with me. There are connections which I've already made. I have a very good reputation in the market. So I just have to follow the processes, the right process which I had learned from the company. I just implemented it.
Great. When it comes to business, what happens is you are all alone, right? Here you have to start making decisions. When you are in a company, you are kind of shielded because it is only one particular role you will be doing. But when you start off with your venture, you have to put on multiple hats. So how did you manage that?
So, Savita, I don't know. There is something, I think the destiny also has played a major role in my life, I feel. In terms of my family, I was the eldest in the daughters, and I had an older brother. So, my mother passed away very early in life. So, there also, I had so much to do in life, though I was just pushed into it. And I had to figure out how to manage the house, how do I cook, how do I go and study. So multi-skilling already I did. So taking on a new process or new job was not a problem for me at home. There's lots of things you figure out. No, it's not easy to replace a parent. So I figured out. When we started this, all this admin role and the financial role, the commercial negotiations, all these things were already I was doing it. But only thing was the ownership. Like, we need to decide, there are some budgets. You can't overshoot. You cannot do things the way in which you want to do it. Because in a company, as you said, that even if you do a little bit of budget is more, you always can give a reason. No, this is a good thing we bought. We did this. And, travel, you exceeded. You might come up with a reason, or you need to work on a cash flow. You might go back to the seniors and say that we do not have money. So, but here, like you said, that everything is on you. You need to, if you don't have money, you don't have money. You need to budget everything and work within that. So, since I already had a life experience and already I was doing all these things in the previous company, things came naturally to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you choose your business partner as well?
No. So again, I'm saying that I'm so totally believing in destiny, in this relationship, whatever has happened. My partner and we were working in the same company. Both of us moved out of the company at the same time. So it was not a planned decision, but we moved out to different companies. Unfortunately, he also got pink slip and I also got pink slip. And he was doing a project in between, between 2000 and 2000. There was this one telephone call which came to me. It was not meant for me. He called me to talk to somebody who's of my same name. So then I said that, see, this is not that Jayant if you're looking for. So then he was asking, what are you doing? And things like that. We caught up and we said, let's meet. So when we met and we said, like, listen, we need to do something about it. Since you've got the connections, I've got the talent to do the marketing. Why don't we start something? I said, yeah, because I know you. We worked together quite some time. So why don't we join hands? Maybe it can be a very fruitful journey for us. That's how we started.
Awesome. So once you teamed up, after that, what were the next challenges which you faced?
See, the problem is we have worked in corporates. Okay. Wherever I have worked, it is only a couple of departments. I was the only lady who was working in the department. So for me, it was nothing new. My partner also comes from that background. We did not find anything strange. Probably people around you or the people in the family might have not my family or not his family, because we all knew for quite some time, and they were great support. And from the families, we did not have these question marks. But people around you, even though the guys who are on top, still they had this looks, oh, two people. A lot of them would say that your wife or my husband, like that. And we had to explain it to them, saying that we are not, we are friends. We've started this company. So these kind of thing. But now, even the customers, when they were giving business, they were little, oh, you people are married, or how is it? What is the relationship? They were little curious, but we made a stand very clear. We are great friends, and we know each other for some 20 years, and we work together, and we are running this company. So we were very clear about it, and we were not shying out in saying whatever we wanted to say. So I guess when you know where you stand, these things becomes very easy. When you're doubtful, then the question mark starts. No? Yeah,
So,
yeah.
having a co-founder with you, and both of you started off on a very difficult start. It was because you had
Journey
just
was
been handed the pink slips, and then thereby
exactly.
you probably finance would have also been a big issue for you at that point of time, and having a team of your own would have been not easy, right?
Yeah, sure. We did not have money at all, zero. So when we started, we did not have. We just had one project which was giving some very little money. I can't even say that because it's too small.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, we had some associations who said that you come and share our office. That's what I'm saying. No, destiny has played a major role for us to be together, for us to get this business, and for us to move forward in life. Maybe people might find it very untrue, but there is a destiny which is playing in our lives, because it's just not possible for one call to come and for us to start something which we thought that we don't know. We were not sure. When I started, I thought I need some money to run my family, and I need some reserves to build. I was in rock bottom. He was in rock bottom. We did not have anything. So first thing we did is we had one credit card. We had one project. End of the month, we knew this much money would come. We went and borrowed a laptop. Since the office was provided, one laptop and one, we were sharing even the internet with them. This happened for 6 months. We put our head down. I traveled in bus. I gave my car on rental for people because I said that expense would, I rented my house because I don't know what income I would get, because end of the month only I will know what will I get. So I used to travel in bus, and I used to take my lunch. This is what I did for 6 months. When everything kind of sorted, then I said, okay, I can afford to pay rent and get a better place. And then I can take back my car and I can fill petrol. That was the situation.
Okay, this is something very, very touching when you go back to that time, because you were used to drawing handsome salaries, and
Exactly.
suddenly you have to give everything on rent. So what was the mindset during that time? Did you not feel like giving up or quitting, or saying that, hey, let me at least look around for a job again? Didn't that thought cross your mind?
No, Savita, the point is that what do I have now? At least I had an opportunity of doing something. Okay. Jobs you try, jobs, people, that is the recession which was going through. And lots of people had so many restructuring they were doing within the company. There was a massive shortage of jobs available in the market. Okay. At least I had something I could do. And when I wake up, I know that I have to go to this work and something will come. Rather than sitting in the house and waiting for something to come and approach me. Point number one. Point number two, these two kids were looking up to me. They do not know what is happening. Why have we moved from that house, and why have we come into a small place? Why is that we don't have a car? All these questions were going on in their mind, but they don't know why is it being done. Point number three, there is no point in me regretting that I don't have these comforts. Comforts can be built, I feel like. Comforts will come so far if you put an effort and you kind of focus yourself and rebuild, it will automatically come to you. I needed to do this at that point of time. I said that there's no point in sitting and thinking that I'm losing out this. No, I just have to see how I can move forward, how I keep the fire burning. This was only thing which was going on in my mind. I am not going to be sitting and crying over something which is not there. Let me see. These are all small things I'm going to sacrifice. It's perfectly fine. It's blessing in disguise. My children are very grounded. I am so grounded. And I'm thankful that every time I think that I want to fly, I think that what happened in 2003. So I come to ground.
Awesome. So you had the true entrepreneurial spirit within you.
Yeah, exactly.
Then how did you start building the business? Like you said that there was one project and then...
Yeah. So initially when we started, we had one HR project because we both of us are coming from an HR background and a consultancy background. So that is where we started because that's what we know best. So when we did this and we got one of the retail training projects for the sales associates. So when we did this program, those guys were really impressed and they said that, why don't you guys manage our stores, retail stores? Those days, retail was just coming in and it was booming. So we said that we don't know anything about retail. Probably we can do training and we can talk to your employees. We can tell them how to grow. But the point here is like, how do I manage your inventory? We have never done anything like that. They said, you guys are good and we know you understand the concept overall, but you guys will do a great job. Please take it. And that too, the locations were Calicut and Coimbatore, not even in Karnataka. Yeah. You can imagine, I was just clueless because though I know both the languages, Malayalam and Tamil, but to hunt the guys and get things fixed there and setting up things for them, it was a task. But on the job, I learned. I think God has given me decent amount of, I guess, learning capability. So we quickly learned all the tricks of the trade and we were able to manage both the stores. Meanwhile, during doing this, we had like almost 25 stores which we were managing in Bangalore.
Wow.
Along with one being Titan. Titan also we were managing their the store which belonged to company which was located in Commercial Street. So yeah, these are all I had to learn it on the job, like we had to figure out how it is being done. And those people also cooperated because basically they said that you have the basics, right? We will help you out. People have been kind to us. And that's how we grew in watch business.
So quick learning and learning on the go had that inner confidence as well to deliver what was expected.
We always believe that any opportunity you get, we never said no. Anything we got. Do we have the liberty of saying no? No. We just have to learn because we don't have money with us. We are not. We don't have any great background to say that, okay, I've got the reserves, I'm not going to take this project. No. We did even, the amazing thing is, we also did a shortlisting for the interviews in one of the IT companies. They were giving us some nice money. I stood in the sun for 2 days, shortlisting. Wow. Nothing major, no brains were required. But I said that end of the day, we are going to get some 2 lakhs here. So, but we never said that. Built a relationship. Those guys understood. You guys are really amazing. And you guys want to do this. You never said, you never brought your status or what you have done earlier. Nothing was brought. You said that, okay, you have a job, we'll do it. That's the attitude we always have been.
Wow. So then afterwards, how did you start growing your team?
Savita, we always believed that we didn't want to throw money. We always believed that whatever we have, because we knew how difficult it is to earn money because we were put into that situation. So initially, me, my partner, and we had about 2 other people, one who could manage our office and the accounts was outsourced, and a guy who would go in the market. When we entered into the Swiss watches, we had to do imports and stuff like that. I had a driver. So my driver used to be my all in all. Everything, he'll go to the bank, he'll go to the income tax, everywhere, wherever forms had to be filled, he will do. He will do my packing also. So I will organize all the watches. I'll put everything into the box, and my partner will help him pack, and I will do the courier. Everything it was shared between us. We would do majority of the work of 4 or 5 people together. We would do that work.
That's brilliant. So, how
Yeah.
did you establish your work culture?
Work culture, see, we always believed in giving. When you give more, you get more.
Hmm.
This policy always has been there. And why are we doing this? We were very clear in our head that whatever we are doing, it is for us and people around us and for our families. This focus was very, very clear. We treat people the way in which I want to be treated. Like if I want to be treated with dignity and respect,
Hmm.
I have to treat others also the same. So my clarity was very clear. Whenever somebody comes, we are very clear what is expected out of them, and they do it because they know that we give them so much of respect. We give them their space. We allow them to do the way in which they want to do it. Then the ownership comes. If I am going to put my ideas and tell them you do it in particular way, he's not going to put his heart and soul. So he operates in a particular way. Each one of us have got our own styles. So we just allow him to do it. The basics are all right. Your value system, ethics, your customer orientation is all in place. The styles are different, but everybody works with so much of happiness there, so much of freedom in our office. People walk in. I don't even have to ask them when did they come, what time they are leaving. Everyone is focused, dedicated. All of us are working towards making things successful there. So isn't it something great that when we allow them to do what they want to do in their own style, so
This
much
is
benefits are there. Yeah.
this is something amazing which everyone should learn. But how
Thank
did
you.
you? I mean, how did you bring in that kind of culture?
See, I would give this to Mr. Vikram Lal, who was the Aisher, who's the owner of managing director of Aisher, the chairman. Finally, he retired as a chairman. Mr. Vikram Lal, I always used to see, we used to have lots of small group activity which was done in the company. Like if he wants to implement something in the organization and put it across to the staff, what he would do is like create a small groups,
Hmm.
and small groups, and those points were put out into the groups. He will not never say. So it's easy for him to write out one circular and say that, for example, if he doesn't want people to be smoking in the corridor or somewhere outside, he
Hmm.
can say that, guys, you cannot smoke. This is the circular from with effect from so and so. You are not supposed to smoke inside the office or office lounge or office premises. He
Hmm.
can just say that people have to adhere to it, but he wouldn't do that. He'll put out this problem to the group, and he'll allow the group to take the decisions, and then the group will come out. So the ownership is on the people. No, you understand that?
Hmm. Hmm.
He's
Hmm.
not taking the decision. So tomorrow people would feel that, okay, we decided this. The company is not doing anything. The company chairman has not dictated that we should not do it, but we have formed this group, and we have a kind of come to a conclusion that how do we implement all those things. There are lots of things which I saw in this place, and
Hmm.
that kind of instilled in me, and then it stayed with me. And otherwise also, I always felt this was there with me inside me also, like we
Hmm.
should be allowing people to work in their own style. Because personally, when I was working also, I used to really suffocate. I never conformed to a lot of things in the organization, so I was never popular because I would do things in a particular way. And people would expect that, oh, I told you to do like this, why I'm not doing it. I
Hmm.
can do this like this also, There are other different methods of doing things. I may not be comfortable in what you're saying, but I am comfortable doing this. The end result is the same.
Hmm.
So that all these things culminated, I decided that we will put it out into our place and our team. It's all working fine with us.
Great. And what in case sometimes you find that there is misalignment, people agree on to something and later on they don't stick themselves to it. In such cases, did you have a chance to encounter such cases?
Yeah, there are some things which we feel that if it's not working, we have a one-to-one with them. We sit down and talk, understand what is the problem. If something is really bothering about some problem, and if they're not able to adhere to that, we kind of get into why somebody is doing that. There might be some reason for someone not to do that. No? Seriously, I feel everyone has got good intentions. But somewhere down the line, something may be bugging them. We have a word with them, and then we ask them, we tell them. If both is aligning, we work together. If it is not aligning and if it is serious problem, then we say it's not working. For example, what we do is, in terms of money, if people start comparing, we had a case like that, Here, I might help somebody, like we are a small team. So somebody has requirement, somebody does not have requirement. So I cannot generalize it. One guy really needs money for education for his daughter because the amount what I'm giving may not be sufficient. So what we do is we support education. Maybe one more time I want to do something for his medical if he's really running out of cash, some issues. So the other person comes and says that you've given it to them, you give it to me. We say that don't compare. You want something, come to me. Let's not get into this that you do this, you're doing him a favor, you do me. It's not favor. It's my decision that he is in need of that and we're doing it. You want something, you come and ask. So this person wouldn't understand that. So we said that our thoughts are not matching. So we just have to part. We parted in a very nice way.
Awesome. So what do you think are the 3 qualities which a winning team should have?
First of all, trust. We all have to trust each other. And our value systems should match, because if in a team, if I believe something and others are not believing the same thing, then our value system, if it is not matching, then we will not be able to move forward. The integrity should also be there with discipline. So yeah, these 3 things are really, really crucial for a successful team. If you're not disciplined, again, then you'll have lethargy. In turn, it will reflect on the customers. You won't take them seriously. And we are doing lots of customer service work. We are interacting with customers. Their time has to be respected. So if at all you do not have discipline, then you will never value others' time.
Correct.
Yeah. So these 3 fundamentals are important for any success, whether it is personal life or business life.
Awesome. So what do you consider as your biggest achievement in all these years?
Yeah, I keep telling everybody I may not have a major bank balance, or I would not have built great assets. But what gives me immense pleasure is my customers' trust in me, and my credibility with them. So much highly they speak of me. Whenever they say Jayanti, it means trust. I really feel very blessed, and that gives me immense pleasure and satisfaction. I don't want anything more.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So what was your lowest point in your journey so far?
When we have things, we take it for granted. Oh yeah, I have got, nothing is going to happen. For example, COVID. We never thought that things will shut down. The whole world was shut down. We took things for granted. We never said that anything can be closed. Everything will be running. Nothing is going to happen. This world will remain. But no, it is not. So I feel that losing a job, because I always thought that nothing is going to happen. I'll have this job. I'll do this. I'll do that. Never take anything for granted. And there are no securities in life. We need to make use of whatever you have with you. And if the challenges come, you should not look at that as a challenge. You should try and see how can I use that challenges and, to my advantage and maximize it.
Awesome. I think you have all the qualities which a successful entrepreneur has. So let's understand, when you are dealing with stress, how do you manage your work stress?
For some reason, I think I owe this to my father. He was a very disciplined man. We always had to wake up very early in the morning. Early is like 4:30. So that's been the practice for us right from the beginning. And second is like there's a lot of discipline. Everything we do, we had timings. We had to have the breakfast in a particular time, lunch in a particular time. This was mandatory in our house.
Mm-hmm.
And discipline has been part of me always. For stress, if you ask me, I would say we need to incorporate exercise into our daily routine, which is so important, because when your mind and body is activated, you think better.
Mm-hmm.
You wake up in the morning, early morning, and do some exercise, whatever form anybody wants to do, they should do that. Discipline and getting good sleep. I think these three things are more important, because when you sleep well, you think better. When you're disciplined, it gives you much more clarity on what you want to do, because you're not running behind the time, you're not doing anything. I don't have time, and it stresses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and exercise keeps you fit, and you're always alert. Yeah. So I
Awesome.
don't stress myself here too much.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have an happy go, lucky attitude.
Yeah.
Great. So, what advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs? How to look at, because nowadays, as we see, people come together.
Sure.
Very quickly, they come, they build a startup, and once they
Yeah.
are not seeing results, they tend to get very, very frustrated. And we see so many brilliant startups shutting down. If you can give some very good message to them, what would it be?
Yeah. This I've closely observed. One of my son's friend, he started a startup. They were all over the news and that and this. I had a chat with this boy, just wanting to understand what is he doing. I could not understand what he was doing. I really could not understand. I
Mm.
asked him, what exactly is your business? He
Mm.
could not even explain to me for 5 minutes what exactly. It was so cluttered.
Mhm.
So, first of all, these kids have this misconception that they can do everything. They're not focused. You have to do one thing at a time, which you are sure of it, which is your core competency,
Mhm.
or something which you can do. You cannot do multiple things. And then, if they don't see results, immediately the result is no, it's not working. It doesn't happen like that. Nothing is overnight, nothing you build overnight. You need to have time, you need to be patient, you need to give so much of your heart and soul, and then whatever challenges comes, you have to hold on to that and make it happen. This
Mhm.
journey is not an easy journey,
Mhm.
and quick money, there are no shortcuts for this. Yeah.
Awesome. So, what is that one sentence which you keep telling yourself to keep yourself going?
See, as an entrepreneur, every day is a challenge. Okay. Yeah. Because today month beginning starts, you're saying, how do I pay salary for these people? By the time you finish, if you're running a private limited company, you need to pay your TDS. By the time you pay your TDS, you will have to see how you make sure you're paying all other bills, or how do you get your funnel filled. What is the other businesses you want to get in? So this is a struggle all the time you will have. But life
Mm.
is not easy. So what we have to learn and practice that challenges will be there. We
Mm.
just have to see how do we address this.
Mm.
And we always have to find a solution which is middle path. You can't have extremes. I
Wow.
can't say that I don't want it, or you can't say I want it. We just always have to work, make sure that we are in a win-win situation, and
Mm.
then move forward. Some things
Mhm.
you get, some things you don't get. It's all right. Yeah.
Wow. So, you're bringing in the spiritual angle of Buddhas when you say the middle path. Huh?
Yeah, sometimes always you don't win. No?
Mm.
See, if at all in this jargon is used very often, we say win-win situation. What
Mhm.
is it? Say every time you can't be the winner. No?
Mm.
Yeah. So somewhere we have to come middle path and agree to it.
So, in your
Yeah.
journey, like any funny incident which you remember, which brings a smile on your face the minute you think about it?
Funny is a weird, funny situation. It is to our see when we used to manage these stores. I don't want to name the company. So
Mhm.
those people were highly critical of us, and they said that you guys don't know how to manage. You guys are doing this. You guys are doing that. They had one long list of what we are not good at. So we just moved on. We didn't want to do that job anymore. But today we are managing that place and we are telling them all these things. Isn't it? Just imagine that you lost it on something because the same list is being reversed today. So I guess what goes around comes around. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's funny though.
Awesome. I think that's a very good comeback for you guys.
Yes.
How did you find the balance between business as well as your family? Because that is the most toughest thing for us women, especially.
Women, yeah. So, Savita, one thing we have to understand that why are we doing this business? It's not because I want to get personal pleasure or I want to be doing something, incredible. End of the day, you need this family. If at all this family is not there, you're not a full person, at least to me. So, I had these two kids. Not even a day for both of them. I have missed any of their parent teachers meeting. I have sat down with them to do their homework. I have escorted them wherever they had to go for their entertainment. I have managed to do all the holidays. So I would figure out my time and squeeze in whatever best I could do. I have not made my work suffer. I have not made my personal life or the kids' time suffer. It's a juggle you have to do. Only I don't even remember one or time where I'm missing anything for any of these things. Both the things I have. It's tough. It's not easy as I'm saying it, but it's been tough. I have managed this time. I have put in so much of heart and soul into it. My physically I've got drained, but end of the day, the smile on the kid's face and the success in the office brings me pleasure.
Wow. So
Yeah.
you have found the perfect integration then.
Exactly.
Work-life integration.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. So with this, we almost come to the end of this brilliant conversation. And
thank you.
Any point which you feel that we have missed out and it might add value, if you feel so, please go ahead and add.
For me, this entrepreneur journey has given me so much of confidence, has allowed me to explore myself. And then so much, I did this ISB, I did this ambassadors program, because this is all the confidence what we are learning from the entrepreneur journey. If I were to be working, I don't think we would have been exposed to all these things. Met some wonderful people. I did some amazing physical activities. I went to Hong Kong, did a Spartan race, which is one of the very complicated ones. Like, you have like 20 obstacles and you run like 100 meters and all those things. I don't think I would have ever done it if I were to be not doing this journey. So I guess whenever we get an opportunity, we should kind of take it our way. And what more one can at least ask for, because you got that opportunity, and use it. Don't give up. That's what I feel. Yeah.
So you are a perfect example of how to make the best of whatever you have got in your hands.
Exactly. Yeah.
Brilliant. It's
been
wonderful talking to you and understanding your journey. I think this gives a lot of insights for everyone. Even for me in the process, I have learned a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Savita. Pleasure.
I thank Mrs. Jayanti Varma from the bottom of my heart for taking out time to share her wonderful business wisdom insights. Here are my top 5 takeaways. My first takeaway is that convert every challenge which you encounter in your life into an opportunity. My second takeaway, treat everyone in your team the way you like to be treated. My third learning, your value system is the backbone of your business success and personal success as well. My fourth learning, being disciplined in business will bring in loyal customers. My fifth learning and my fifth takeaway is that Teams which trust each other will work together in harmony and are self accountable as well. Never lose out on an opportunity to learn about cultivating your inner strengths on Dream 100 Show. We strongly believe that life is just a play. We win some, we lose some, we miss some, and we mess with some. So enjoy your journey and play to the fullest. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Dream 100 Show. And now, make a smart decision of taking the next step towards building your trust and your dreams. Don't forget to subscribe to Dream 100 Show and leave a review on Apple Podcast. Share your biggest takeaways with us and follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. For more details, shoot an email to us. This is Savita signing off and catch you soon in our next episode.